This how I look, y'all. I'm making this video to warn people that this is something that down there they trying to blow up. I don't know how I got in contact with them through the AM radio. They can hear me through it, which is important. Because if I was down there with them, that's what they, or what we might have been able to do to a certain extent. I'm trying to explain it. We up here, they down there. On the FM, on the AM radio, they are saying and repeating on a recording, saying, do not listen to the voices. Now, they told me that the animals, and this wasn't a question I asked directly, I just asked, how big are the animals? The analogy they gave me was skyscrapers. I asked, are they nice? One person jumped in and said everything was fine until they got here. Now, wherever they are, it seemed like Zion in an analogy. And they got AM transmitters down there in certain places. I, or the car, or me, or am able to pick up the signal. Now, I can hear them through the FM transmitter, but because of what I can do, and they label me as a Jesus, which I have herpes. I have been exposed to herpes. That's what happened. I was exposed to it. But what it's seeming to be is that might have been what they have been talking about, or had been talking about in the past, about the one who went around healing people and what he might have left behind after touching somebody through the reaction of a body, a human body, to something that was pure. It would pull certain stuff to a certain spot on the body. Now, if it's a reaction, there's some other people that understand what reaction means, stuff that go with stuff. We are not supposed to be up here. The voices on the AM radio on 790 where I am said, do not listen to the voices, and they deemed this as enemy. They were going to shoot this out of the sky. They don't know where we are to a certain extent. There's a lot of people angry because they're looking for one specific person, which is me. And when they don't get them, a lot of the crazies is telling people down there to give up hope. Now, wherever they are down there, somewhat they are safe. But they saying basically that they are going to destroy this, which means whichever happened down there messed up everything. We are building on top of something that looked like our Earth to a certain extent. But it's on a larger scale what our Earth looked like, and we're in the middle of Antarctica on a larger scale, which rises and falls under the ice. And what we are doing or preparing to do down there is what they told me was shoot it and blow it up. What I understand is they cannot get out of this, and they're trying to get people inside and outside to blow it up to a certain extent, and for us to be comfortable and have us make it look like on land what that looked like as a whole. And what I got from the Atlanteans is that this was stolen. There's some aquatic members that decided to speak to me. And they said this was stolen. And they're trying to use this to leave. But they're actually trapped inside of this, which was an emergency mechanism for them to be okay. But they trapped whatever they was going through inside of here, and then they're trying to use it to not only destroy what's up under here, but they don't know the lock code to release the gate for them to get out. What they do know is some of the smaller ships that they didn't condemn can go through the water, and only certain bodies can do that, and they come in and out of here like a mothership. So what we own right now is a mothership that is on our Earth, looking like our Earth. We now stuck inside of here with them, and we don't know necessarily what to do. The money doesn't mean anything. Why? Because down there we didn't need it or have it. No, white people didn't bring us up here on a boat, technically. No. Technically. They want to get out of here too. But the only way they was going to get out of here was with the agreement to do certain stuff, which is putting in jeopardy both parties, which they're not implementing. So, they got a love for us, we got a love for them. But whatever's up here, they use triangles to trap. So, whatever we had on them pyramids, however it was, put this shit back. Because that's how they had it contained from wherever they were from. They got out of there. And they took over this. Got some of us in here trying to get them out of here to a certain extent. They only want the pure stuff out of here to use it on the next thing, using the anatomy of what they was using to go up and down. So we got food or fuel. Now, in order to get off of here, we're going to have to work together. Do not, because I am one of the people y'all can hear, do not listen to the voices. Now, if I say that means the other voices y'all need to be paying attention to all the time, and you don't need to be listening to them, because that's whatever caused what's ever going on down there to be up here. Now, what I don't understand is if it's two of them. Because what I'm understanding is we got hella different islands and continents. And these continents, when you dig into them, got remnants of stuff from a long, or we say, was a long, long, long time ago. Which could be the culprit, what we own, of what's causing whatever down there to be sucked up and pulled up here. And we on a specific one. And because of them being able to use fear for speed in an abundance with dead bodies in graveyards over a holy place that would cause everything to rise. So, whatever we've been doing up here got to change. Because they're using it to be destructive down there. And whatever going on down there, if we can't help them, we lose what we are entirely. And that means y'all too. Because some people was up here slave racing it and didn't have a choice. Because they didn't know what was going on. But when something is new, people want to look through it. So, whatever ships we own that's over them, that's sucking up our water off of our planet and putting it into this little ball, along with all the skyscraping animals and stuff next to people that was cool and wasn't fighting and happy before whatever this is. Let's get it together. The shit we've been doing ain't working. If you didn't know, each continent could be possibly a UFO. And in certain places where y'all be like volcanoes, or places where it's a whole bunch of dinosaur bones, giants, all that stuff is down there. And if technically you suck everything up, including the heat and the gold and the crystals, a UFO will flatten it for you. That's a mothership. Dig in the earth. No more times than talking about you found some stuff and it was already like that, but it was living. And when the animals died a long time ago, some of them died from asphyxia with their neck back, meaning something hit the ground. And because it hit the ground like that, it ain't flatten them and how them and rock. They burned everything to a certain extent and brought it upwards. And then flattened it out, and we keep talking about we digging for stuff Y'all got the gold and stuff around y'all necks and shit, and then y'all mouth and shit. And if some stuff come up here, and they just up here looking, it look like we done destroyed they shit. And we got it all in our mouth and shit, and some of them pieces of gold that was in the ground went to some of them places y'all keep talking about in the movies. Y'all keep talking about you finding pieces of it, of what somebody went and destroyed with something. Flattened it, and then we keep digging into it, talking about we found some stuff. Technically, it still ain't ours. James Killings. James E. Killings, born 5/16/91. You don't listen to this whole video or no sense of you listening. It's hella shit. We only in 11. Like, hella information. Definitely a way to get us off of here. Fly right through the glass.